Welcome to Moving Through and Beyond, a podcast dedicated to sharing inspired journeys of redefining life, vision, and purpose after immense hardship and grief. My goal with this podcast is to give you hope and to let my guest journeys inspire you to make the choice to keep looking up. I'm your host, Carey Conley. One of the things that I have struggled with, and my husband struggled a lot with this, is something we're all familiar with called seasonal depression. You know, we're heading into the time of year where a lot of us in parts of this country start getting very short days. It starts getting super dark at like 4 o'clock at 4:30 in the afternoon. I grew up in Colorado. I've lived in Oklahoma now for a couple of years, but I lived in Arizona for 7 years. And I have to tell you that one of the biggest things I've noticed, especially this time of year that we head into winter, living in Oklahoma, which is a beautiful state, but is that it drastically affected my mood. And I can tell that because even living in Oklahoma, I've been going back and forth between Oklahoma and Arizona because I still have a lot of friends here and this recording studio is here. And when I land here in Arizona and it's sunny and there's still colors, things are still blooming, it's not dark at 4:30, man, it makes such a big difference in how I feel. And I'm sure that so many of you can relate to this. So I have some tips to share with you about this because I also know that people who really, really struggle with this can also really struggle in the winter months, especially heading into the holidays with severe depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, all the things. So I just want to share with you some things that have helped me a lot. Number one, obviously, is environment. I made it a plan to make sure that I got out of that environment on a regular basis. And I know this may not be possible for everybody. But one of the things we did as a family, actually, is we would go away during the holidays. We would take a week between Christmas and New Year's and go to Florida. We would go on a cruise. We went to the Bahamas one year. Again, I know that this may not be possible, but if you can change your environment, makes a world of difference. If you cannot do that, please try and get outside as much as possible. Vitamin D, sunshine, anytime, even if you have to bundle up, get outside and get moving. So I really want to encourage you to do some exercise. Fun exercise, something you really enjoy doing. You know, I don't love going to the gym. I wish I did. I have friends that love jumping out of bed at 4 o'clock and, go do the weights thing, and I'm just not that person. I just tried pickleball for the first time this weekend. I think I might be trying a little bit more of that to get around some people and get the exercise in. Just find what makes you happy. If you need the right music, if you need to try a new hobby, something that's creative like painting or something that gets you around color and new people, anything that makes you happy during this time, I highly recommend, and have a game plan, especially if the nights are long. It was so challenging when it got 4 o'clock in Colorado that you would look up at the clock and say, oh my gosh, it's only 5 o'clock and I'm already ready for bed. So have a game plan, set up a Zoom to get together with friends right after dinner at 7 o'clock and have a conversation, but just stay engaged and just change your environment as much as you possibly can. If you found this episode inspiring or helpful, please share it with a friend or a family member. In order to be successful on this mission, I can't do it alone. Connect with me at www.careyconley.com, and don't forget to sign up for my weekly Do It On Purpose newsletter. Let's build this life-giving vision movement together to end this epidemic, save lives, and create purpose.